Okay, something new again. This is my guitar. We're going to be fixing it up, making it all nice. It's a Jerry Donahue signature Telecaster. Let's start at the top. Made some changes. Firstly, we have shallow locking machine heads. They get to stay. The lacquer is coming off. We're going to redo that. I'm going to do it with True Oil, I believe. I think we'll need an extra string tree on the D&G, get the brake angle going on. Speaking of the nut, I think we're going to have to fix this. I don't know if you see that nut move. I'm going to pop it back in place. Yeah, we don't want that going on. At some point I re-radiused this neck. I don't know how I did it. I was shooting for 16 inches. I've checked it and it's actually close, but I think it's flatter in the middle and it drops away more at the sides. We'll check that when we get the strings off and the frets. The frets, by the way, were the Dunlop 6000, and I don't know, they were like the biggest frets you can get, but now look at them. I've leveled them so many times, there's nothing left. We're going to have to get some focus action going on here. Yeah, we're going to take the lacquer off. That nice yellow colour, by the way, is not natural. It's probably nicotine and stuff. So if we sand that off by accident, well, we're going to be refinishing the neck anyway, but I think we'll stain it a little bit, try and get that old look back. Marker dots are probably going to need replacing. Some of these marker dots are actually part of the black plastic cassette casing from Use Your Illusion 2, because when I re-radiused the neck I went through a couple of them, so I need to properly re-radius this neck and make sure it's the fretboard is straight. Well, it's not really a fretboard, but you'd still call it a fretboard. And put new marker dots in. I tried getting black ones, but everything's got some weird pearly effect. Now, also I took a lot of meat off the back of the neck, but that's cool. As for the neck access joint, I think we're going to cut some of this away. We're going to have to then, see, I've recessed it into the body. I think we'll have to route out route out some of that, and we'll do something nice there. See, I've also comfort cut. I started taking the paint off. Look, this wood is really soft, so I'm gonna put super glue on it. Thing is, this is a problem because look, we've got dowels hiding things, and we've got this. I'm gonna have to fill this hole, put a chunk of wood in there. What I'm gonna do on the front, I thought this guitar had a drop top, but it doesn't. It's just a slab of, I believe it's Japanese alder, I don't know. I'm going to take like 8mm off the top here, put a top on. That will hide this side of that cavity, which is just plastic, that is. Look, you can see the seam. It's a 6-position switch. It's a set of tone filters, but I only ever use one position. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put a switch here in place of this, which is a mid-range control. As for the electrics, I totally, I wouldn't say screwed them up, I messed around from somewhat, they all work. Position 1 is bridge pickup, everything else disconnected. Position 2, bridge pickup, normally. Position, middle position there, that's both pickups in series. Next one, both pickups in parallel. Next one, obviously, neck pickup. These switches here, it's a series parallel switch. Down, the coils of the pickup are in series, up they're in parallel, and the middle one, when you have both pickups selected, it switches them in and out of phase. Down is in phase, up is out of phase. Other than that, the electrics are pretty normal. Look at this strap button, look. For some reason I thought I could change the balance of the guitar because it was top heavy by moving the strap button several times, leaving holes. I drilled them out to 6mm because I was going to put dowels in there. I forgot. The scratch plate's got a little bit of action going on. I think we're going to remove the scratch plate anyway if I'm putting some nice wood on there. I'm not sure if this control plate can be saved. This and this are brass. This one's steel and chrome plated, and maybe I can polish that little tiny speck of rust off there. And a strap button up there, see? Why did I think moving the strap buttons would... God, I don't know. We've got springs going on here. that are short and just move back and forth. We've got missing springs, we've got rusty screws, so stainless and longer stainless springs. I got a whole set of them. Same with the grub screws, stainless ones, but I put one in for the hell of it. Most of the screw holes that I drilled, look, you can see that screw is not going down at 90 degrees, it's going off at an angle, so we're going to have to re-drill all of those. I'm going to have to recess the bridge because I'm not shimming the neck because I don't like shimmed necks. See that notch there in the fret? There, you got all of them. String goes in the fret and suddenly you get the same note twice. Lovely. We got some, well, you got a lot of major fret buzz, just take my word for it. The pickups are Damasio PAF Pros. Now I really love that in the neck. I think it is a really, really good neck pickup, but I don't think it's really suited for the bridge position. I'm gonna swap it out for maybe like a Tone Zone or an X2N or something. These switches stuck out way too far, so I cut the top off them. They're all cut at slightly different heights, as you can see, and they all turned out to have a hole in. So I'm going to have to fix that, get them all to the same height, then fill the hole. I'm thinking like red. I might mix some red paint with epoxy, or just cut some red plastic. I might even have it slightly flush of slightly proud, I mean, of this bottom part, so it sticks out a bit and gives me something to grip with my fingertip. The sticker, well, the sticker stays if I can get it off without damaging it. I might just have to cut a chunk of wood off.